Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Destiny 2. Once again, this was all batch recorded, so more story stuff today. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, all that kind of jazz. And I hope you enjoy.
This city is impressive.
That's Neomuna for you. You should see it in the Cloud Arc.
Cloud Arc?
It's where all of Neomuna's citizens live virtually. I keep the city and their slumbering bodies safe.
We shouldn't get distracted. Securing the Veil before Callus is the most important task. Do not delay.
Looks like all the commotion made the Vex crawl out of their pesky little hidey holes around the city.
That's the least of our concerns right now. Push forward, Guardian.
Well, tiny problem on top of that. Seems like the Shadow Legion put up a couple of barriers between you and your goal. I managed to ping a keycard using the city's tech that might work with the barrier. I'll keep looking around for more, but you can start there.
The Shadow Legion really did a number on this data. So much of it is corrupted.
That's different than the Vex corruption attempts I'm used to. Let's find ourselves a workaround.
So long as we don't waste any more time. Callus's forces are occupying enough of your city.
And shut this down now? We can.
Seems like your little friend drew some unwanted attention.
The Shadow Legion's pyramid tech is more complex than I thought. Keep them off of me while I override this.
Here, let me just take a quick look.
I got it.
It's no big deal, it's a complex system.
I'm fine. I just feel a little off.
That's pretty good.
We'll be lucky if the Witness doesn't have the Veil in its possession already.
Are you always this much fun?
Fun is not my concern right now.
With the amount of power the Veil has, I think it can hold its own a little longer. You're a hop, skip, and a couple rooftops away from the Veil, Lightbearer.
The closer we get, the more I feel strange.
There's a suppression field going on. Apparently I can't rally. That's a darkness blocker.
Something is wrong. I feel drained. Some of our powers are gone. What is this device?
It appears to be some sort of paracausal disruptor. I shall research it more to find a weakness, but for now, carry on.
Nice.
We're too late. They've got the Veil.
Guardian, this doesn't feel right.
The Veil?
It's worse than before. Much worse.
My witness.
Progress.
We have captured the Veil. Well, the area around the Veil. It is entombed, so
Interesting.
it will take some time to break through and link the relay. Add to that the enemy presence.
Yes. We know they are here. A few of Soul's protectors cannot prevent fate. You will link the radio mast and see the Veil destroyed. The final shape rests upon it.
Indeed, my witness.
Did we intercept that, or did that happen on purpose? Did the Witness do that on purpose?
Familiar. Only much stronger this time. I feel sick. Like I shouldn't be here.
We're in this together. Osiris and Nimbus need to hear about this.
I think the witness did talk through Ghost once before and Beyond Light, right?
Got some weird chatter in the Cloud Arc lately. I could use a hand. So, the Veil's safe, for now. I don't have an Earth Warlord translation for this, so stick with me. If Callus uses whatever that radial thingy is and somehow destroys the Veil, well, it's tied directly to our Cloud Arc and literally all Neomuni. I don't think you need a Warlord translation for why that's bad. From the sound of it, your buddy there, Osiris, wants to go in guns a-blazing, which, hey, I fully support. But the old man, the other old man, my old man, not literally, but, you know. Between you and me, he isn't sure it's the right call, but don't worry though. I reminded him you Guardians are the experts here. You've been dealing with this whole witness thing a lot longer than we have. It's okay if we lean back and try a little trust fall. Well, if you drop us, it might be my funeral, but whatever, it'll be fun.
I think the law with the Cloud Striders too is they only live for like 10 years or something, right? Kel's beached the Veil and secured it on behalf of the witness. Luckily, its containment infrastructure should delay their efforts, at least for a little while. Based on Ghost's strange experience, it appears Callus intended to use a device called the Radial Mast to link the Veil with the Traveler. Whatever the witness wants, this can't be good. With Callus' forces focused on the Veil containment, Osiris wants us to hit Callus' fortress directly and take out the Radial Mast before it moves closer to the Veil. Even despite Rohan's concerns, Nimbus recommends you check out with Rohan and Osiris the Hall of Heroes before moving on the mission Downfall. That's a 1670 weapon right there.
So far, this city is more advanced than I could have ever anticipated. This cloud arc they've constructed fascinates me. It appears to function with the assistance of the Veil somehow. To willingly give up control of your physical body. It's an intriguing concept to exist primarily in a virtual space.
Oh, interesting. So these are people, I guess. So they essentially have all their people in a server, and then they live digitally. And like project themselves into play. That's really cool. Intriguing.
Nimbus gave me their report about your attempt to reach our Veil. Don't let it get you down. This is a marathon, not a sprint. I've been a Cloud Strider for almost 10 years. When our decade's up, we die. Our bodies can't handle so much augmentation. I took on this mantle to protect the people of Neomuna, knowing it would kill me. I've only got one life to give, and it's almost up. I need to take care of the Shadow Legion for Nimbus, lighten the load. I still have much to teach them. They aren't ready. Not yet. But sometimes, they're the one teaching me. A lesson I think Osiris could stand to learn. Look after him, if he needs it.
Interesting.
Lightbearer, you have a dangerous mission ahead of you. Storming Callus' stronghold won't be easy. Normally I'd have more intel before a direct attack.
The Guardian has faced the unknown and prevailed every time. They are equal to the task. The radial mast is somewhere in Callus' ship. If you strike swiftly, we can remove it as a threat before it ever reaches the Veil. Enter Callus' fortress, find the radial mast, and destroy it.
Simple enough. Simple instructions, simple job.
Be cautious. Callus is smart. He'll have his most powerful forces guarding the radial mast.
Very true.
Some kind of energy lock. Disrupting the circuit should open the door. There's something strange here, too. A powerful concentration of light energy?
Something's not right here.
Wait. A source of paracausal energy. It could be the radial mast.
Whoa.
The Shadow Legion have the corridor locked down tight. Even if we could fight through, they'd have enough time to secure the radial mast.
There must be more
Nutty.
than one path to the radial mast. Stand by. I'll send you all the sensor scans we have.
You want them to take an indirect route? We can ill afford to waste time.
I'm kind of with Osiris on that one. If I can make the leap.
I'm working with less data than I'd like, but I've mapped out an alternate route through the ship. One with fewer cannons pointing.
This is what you think is best, then?
I love the combination of callous architecture and
Looks like a
darkness
cannon.
architecture.
Hang on, I'll reroute us.
You're losing valuable time. This is exactly what I was concerned about.
I still can't believe my sensors. Could the radial mast really be a light artifact?
There's still a great deal we don't know. What is the radial mast capable of? How will it affect the Veil? And what is the Witness planning?
All very good questions.
Well, that's annoying.
But ones that can wait until we've destroyed the radial mast. And saved your city.
I know what's at stake here, Osiris. Callus is ready to annihilate this city. Those ships reach the cryopods. Casualties would be devastating.
Hey, I bet we could help with that. Overloading those energy conduits should do the trick. Are you handling extremely volatile energy? Again?
Again? How often does this happen?
All the time.
Often.
I just killed myself with a grenade launcher. That was dumb.
Tormentor, up high.
It has crit spots. Same as, Rook. Yeah, bad heavy for it. Swap heavy. Quick, 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 quick. Get popped, bitch. Get tormented, bitch.
Are you at the radial mast yet?
No, but we're getting closer. I can sense it.
Good, good. They haven't moved it yet. There's still some time. Focus on the path ahead of you, Guardian. You're almost there.
Just look at this place. All these Shadow Legion soldiers. There's a whole army in here.
An army, ready to march on Neomuna. Callus won't leave a single wall or citizen standing.
That won't come to pass. As long as we stop him in time.
Something's wrong. The door just opened for us.
I have a bad feeling. Be vigilant.
I also have a bad feeling. What are we looking at? There's a wall here that I can take down, and then a bunch of
That
cap
monument must
points.
be the radial mast. There's no mistaking it. That's light energy radiating from it. Oh no.
At last you have arrived, God. Welcome to this fine cast of strength. Alas, this day I have no riches in store for you. Even the best contender's performance grows insipid without a worthy opponent. Wouldn't you agree? I have made you what you are. Now let us see if you were worth the effort.
Guardian? Guardian! No, not now.
Now you will see true power. What could have been yours if only you had accepted my generous offers. You cannot escape fated oblivion. Embrace your head.
What's going on?
Hang on, I'm getting a transmission. It's, a set of coordinates inside this arena?
Is this the extent of your strength? Is this all the Traveler's chosen Guardians can muster?
Guardian, your recklessness will be the end of you one day. But not today.
Kite! Daughter! Traitor! Have you come to disappoint me one last time?
We'll, just show ourselves out.
Thanks, Cardle.
Is it done? Have you destroyed the radial mast?
We can't. The whole ship is coming down on top of us. We have to go.
We were too late once already. And Callus was able to secure the veil. Now the radial mast?
Headlong and empty-handed, Osiris. If you fight the river, it'll sweep you away.
Hey, Cardle. Just.
Don't be fooled by his act. The Callus you face is no almighty emperor, but something far more dangerous. A hungry, desperate beast. Once the Cabal Empire and all its bounty was his to command, and his to consume. Joy was his purpose, and his strength, he said. To angst over edicts and enemies was weakness. But I could see in his eyes dread that his pleasures would soon come to an end, clouding his sight from an incoming coup. I should have killed him then, but I thought exile more fitting. I thought he'd shrivel to nothing in the void of space. Instead, he caught a glimpse of something more. The chance to become greater than he'd ever been. Like a war beast after a blood scent, he chased that chance abandoning all honor, reason. There was nothing he would not sacrifice for his own salvation. And when the witness came to him at last, Callus faced what he had run from all along. If we don't stop him, he'll make sure it's the end for us all.
That was a really cool cutscene.
Empress Teigel's forces will help push back Callus's advances.
We've done nothing but waste time.
I understand. But I cannot lose you again in your eagerness to fight. It is not the same as before.
I am contemplating your most recent outburst with Strand to see if there are opportunities for improvement.
It was out of control. We did the best we could.
We need to do better! We don't know what Callus and the Witness want, but if it will have an effect on us all, I can't allow that to happen. I must ponder more on these strands. You should consult with the Cloud Striders to consider what our next steps could be.
Osiris.
I'm fine, Ghost. I'll be fine. Go on.
Or maybe you shouldn't have got your ghost killed, and then overtaken by fucking Savathun, dickhead. Then you'd have the power to do it yourself. Alright, let's get to Crowd Striders.
That Keitel. Oof. She's something else, huh? Well, look, I was rooting for us. Really, I was. There's no greater joy for me than doing something Rohan would call incredibly reckless. He'll shake his head and say his little catchphrase. Nimbus, headlong and empty-handed. I'm sure you heard it. It's shorthand for, hey kid, stop trying to do it all yourself. We're partners for a reason. And if I screw up and things go south, well, we'll fix them together. The Cloud Arc is still vulnerable. If we can cycle the power, a hard reset like that should kick things back into gear. It's just, this hard reset is deep in Vex territory, and that's where you come in. Osiris and Rohan can go process their differences over some fermented tea or whatever. We're off to go protect the people of Neomuna.
Interesting. Heading into the Vex network, huh? Nimbus is bummed about the outcome of the last mission. They were really rooting for you. They sympathise by recounting Rohan's little catchphrase of such an occasion, headlong and empty-handed. Explaining that it's okay to stop trying to do it all yourself, we're in this together, we'll fix this. Whatever the Witness wants from the Veil clearly involves using the radial mass to create some sort of link. So the threat remains high, but right now, the Cloud Arc, Neomuna's virtual infrastructure built on the Veil's power, needs our help. I'm sure you've seen the virtual citizens milling about the city. You see, now, you know what, I'll explain the details on the way. Point is, to protect the Veil, we need to protect the Cloud Arc. Your direct assault on Callus failed. Time to try a different approach. Nimbus recommends you check in with Rohan and Osiris at the Hall of Heroes before moving on to the mission Breakneck.
Hey, I have a message here from your Vanguard's Commander Zavala asking about you.
He's probably attempting to check in on my physical and psychological status.
You do that kind of thing often?
He and Saint and Ikora are concerned for my safety. As if no longer carrying the light as I did has transformed me instantly into a fragile elder.
Sounds like they care about you, old bird. It's sure rough to be stuck with supportive friends, huh?
I imagine from your perspective I must seem terribly ungrateful.
You know, when I first got the full set of mods, I was making friends with the ground every 5 minutes. Takes a second to find your balance sometimes.
So it does. I appreciate the reminder.
Interesting. Hey, Keitel. What up?
These are precarious times. I came to see an end to Callus once and for all. But and I say this with considerable restraint. We are not ready. I've witnessed a great many patriarch of the Cabal Empire poisoned by obsession. Gaul with the light, Callus with the darkness. I worry for Osiris. Recklessness can manifest into obsession. He must rein in his tempestuousness to hope to defeat Callus. So in war, the way is to avoid what is strong and strike at what is weak.
Interesting. I like this little social hub they've got. It's kind of annoying that I can't, like, I've got to, like, ride my Sparrow in here every time from the fast travel point. But I like the fact that you can come in here and talk to people in between missions. It's kind of like a... what's it called? It's like your ship in Mass Effect or the camp in Dragon Age. It's a cool, cool concept.
So, going directly after Callus kind of blew up in our faces.
We need to be looking at the bigger picture. We want to protect the Veil. We first and foremost need to protect the Cloud Ark.
Rohan, I think we're still a little fuzzy here. What exactly is the Cloud Ark?
It's our city's network, our infrastructure, our people, our defenses. Everything depends on it.
And what we're doing now is stopping the Vex from siphoning energy from the Cloud Ark's reactor. We do that, the Veil's safe, the Neomuni are safe. Bing, bang, boom. Stargaritas on Rohan.
Make your way to the Cloud Ark reactor. We'll head to the central power junction. Once you cycle the system, we'll be able to return power to the reactor.
We're on it. Just so we're clear, if the Cloud Ark is lost, what does that mean for the Neomuni?
All our citizens have uploaded their consciousness into the Cloud Ark. No Cloud Ark means lights out for everyone in Neomuna.
That's another one of those pockets of darkness energy. Should we get a closer look? Hey, it worked that time! Why did it work that time? Huh. It's like you're pulling on some kind of invisible ropes. I'm detecting those sources as a concentration of energy coming from a common source. It's got to be the Veil. Like some sort of magnetic field all around Neomuna. Let's keep an eye out for more of those.
Oh, I was supposed to blast my way through there. I was just waiting for it to open.
Guardian, I'm almost at the central power junction. Ready to blast this power back to the Cloud Ark once you've cycled the system.
Hold on. These Vex are short-circuiting voluntarily. Ah, okay. You'll have to clean up those Vex concentrators before heading to the reactor.
We haven't observed this kind of behavior before. Hope you're taking notes, Nimbus.
On the headless robot dance? Yeah, I've seen it before. There's gotta be a way for them to create a gateway to the Cloud Ark. Or express themselves emotionally. I don't know who can say, honestly.
This station's power output is unbelievable. Earth was decades away from technology like this, even during the Golden Age.
The Cloud Ark needs a lot of juice. Like we said earlier, it supports all the Neomuni, the city's defenses, and also the Veil's defenses. Once we get that power, we'll have all the backup we need to take back the Veil from Callus.
That's good. We're going to need all the help we can get.
I'm in place, and I can see you're coming up to the reactor. Stop the Vex from siphoning the station and we're golden.
That does it. How's it looking, Rohan?
Something's still siphoning power. Look around for any remaining Vex influence.
That's it!
Power cycling. Once running the Cloud Arc.
Something feels off here. That was a little too easy.
Did seem relatively easy.
What do you say we expedite that exit, folks? I got Shadow Legion on my tail.
What? What are they doing here?
Well, considering I'm getting shot at, I'd say it's for us. Get out of there, Guardian. It's a trap.
Nevis, get yourself out of there.
Okay, and that's a bomb.
Mapping an escape route.
Tormentor's priority 1.
Okay, we
Despawns everything else.
I found a way out. We're going up.
Going up, huh? I made it out.
That was sweet. Did you see how sweet that was?
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
Oh, I gotta say, I did not know how that strand stuff was gonna work out this time.
It worked all right. With the powerful asset you have there, in the right context.
In the right context. Don't listen to him, Guardian. He's just grumpy that he didn't find it first.
Power's returning to the Cloud Arc. Great work, everyone. That's what I call a well-earned win.
Nice.
Causal superposition?
Interesting.
Like magnetic poles.
You've been busy. Well?
For so long, we saw dark and light as antagonists. We believed we were the champions of the good because we wielded the light. If these are not moral forces, if they are not opposites, what are they? At its root, the Traveler is a terraformer, a gardener. It generates natural light, physical transformation at a molecular scale across whole planets. This should have been our first hint. The domain of the light is the domain of the physical. The darkness then is revealed in many facets. Dreams and nightmares, emotions, pain, memory. The nature of Strand confirms this line of thinking. Darkness is something entirely apart from light. A paracausal union, conjoining intangible conscious realities, discursively linking to...
You're talking about the River of Souls.
River?
Yeah, it's a story we tell kids on Neptune.
A nursery rhyme.
Sort of. Since before history, there's been this raging river. In the story, some try to divert the river, others try to build a dam, but nothing stops it. Lots of people have believed that we either sink in the water or learn to swim.
Don't we?
See, that's the real wild part. We are the river.
And empowered by it, it would seem.
You know, I think I know of a place where we can find some of that power.
Interesting. So the light is physical and the darkness is spiritual, metaphysical, psychic plane. Darkness is emotion. We have nightmares, which is part of your dream, which is like a separate world. It's all very interesting. I wonder where the Ascendant Plane might be similar to. It's powered by darkness. It's like a separate kind of world, almost.
I talked with Osiris. You know, he gives off uptight museum volunteer vibes, but he's a nice guy when you catch him one-on-one. He got me
generally
thinking, which is a compliment I can give very few people. There's a place nearby you two might find useful for your Strand stuff. I'll get you the coordinates. Speaking of compliments, You never fail to amaze me, you know that? Everything that's come at us, you're just like, bam, pew, pew, pow. And suddenly whatever's coming at us ain't coming at us anymore. And we just keep doing it, like it's nothing. Wow. The first time Rohan told me I did a good job, I'd given up hoping for it, and by the time I got it, I didn't need it. In hindsight, I think he did that on purpose, but whatever. I promised myself I'd do it different when I took over. The old man might think compliments go straight to your head. But if that helps you Strandify and us take down Callus, by all means, let it go to your head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
I like Nimbus. Kind of great character. You power cycled the Cloud Arc, the tech built off the veil that keeps all Neomuni citizens linked in their virtual infrastructure. With the Cloud Arc back online, you'll be able to contribute more to resisting Callus' assault in the city. Your recent success with Strand has Osiris and Nimbus thinking it's worth exploring further as another potential advantage over Callus. You're still not ready for a head-on assault, but maybe with Strand you can be. After a pleasant chat with Osiris, Nimbus was reminded of a place that you and the old bird might find useful for mastering Strand. Before they hand you their coordinates, they take a moment to tell you just how much you amaze them. It took Rohan a while to give Nimbus his first compliment on the job, and they made a promise that they'd do it differently when they took over. The old man might think compliments go to your head, but Nimbus sees nothing but good in appreciating people when they deserve it. Nimbus recommends you check on with Rohan and Osiris in the Hall of Heroes before moving on to the mission on the Verge.
To all the Cabal who still follow the Empress Keitel, stand aside before your Emperor. Whether you lay down your arms or join with my Legion, you will have all the freedom of the stars until the last. Those who persist should ask yourselves, why do you follow a cautious Empress who has turned her back on bravery and grandeur? Even when Cabal must fight, there should be magnificence. There should be glory, not timidity. Not this cowardice. Look how your Empress has fled from battle, relying on these humans for strength. I may once have been deposed, but I remember how to be Cabal.
We should probably see if Nimbus can disable that radio frequency.
I'm Jisoo Colorado, reporting for Neomuna Civil News. Cloud Strider Nimbus reports that recent Cloud Arc fluctuations are the result of new security measures to guard against intrusions. The Cloud Strider credits the Earth's Guardians for contributing personnel toward the dangerous operation. Despite this, more citizens have experienced nightmares. One name common to all, Nezarek.
That's intriguing. That's very intriguing. Hey, Cyrus.
Upon first glance, this new power appears unstable and chaotic. But I wonder if that's based on our approach. Too much, too fast. These puka creatures are curious ones. They appear semi-organic, but Nimbus claims they're a form of artificial intelligence. A fascinating, albeit odd, being nonetheless. Their attraction to this paracausal power seems instinctual. They flow in and around it effortlessly, and very clingy.
Interesting. So the puka are swimming in Strand. That's how they fly, right? Interesting. Hey, Rohan.
When I first realized you were from Earth, I remembered the stories. Immortal light-bearing warriors chosen by the Traveler, like figures out of myth. But what do myths care about ordinary people? I imagined warlords conquering Neomuna, gods crushing us underfoot. I was wrong. Now when I see you, I see a comrade in arms. Someone who will stand with me to defend Neomuna and its people. I see a guardian.
If Strand is another side of the darkness, how come we've never encountered these sources before?
The old bird thinks it's like a stink cloud the Veil leaves behind.
I said it's a similar type of byproduct. To use a different analogy, if we are all part of this river of souls, how do we direct the river's current?
I said we are the river. You don't direct anything. You just flow. All that swinging around, that is really something.
Ah, yeah. How could Callus possibly overcome your rope swing?
This is the place.
Whoa, this is... wow.
Good. Now the true training can begin.
Really pretty.
Challenging fight, but you pulled through. Still, we cannot afford any faltering when facing Callus. We should be able to wield Strand without strain. We're still missing something, but what? I must think. What is this attraction? Sagira, could you run some scans? Oh. Right.
Oh, fuck, that's sad.
Am I interrupting?
Rohan, I've been pondering the Veil's paracausal effects on ghosts. I know I haven't been the easiest guest in your city.
Pain is not a hindrance. It simply reminds us we're still breathing. Still fighting. They're going to attempt to leap. We have to stop them.
Callus encroaches upon the Veil. The activation of the radial mast is imminent.
If the Veil is compromised, Neomuna will fall. Then all of Sol will follow.
Strand will be our edge against Callus. The Guardian is ready to wield it. I think.
Rohan and I are with you. This is our city.
The Shadow Legion are honorless cowards. They shall share Callus's grave.
That device is of pyramid origin, built to suppress our powers, our known powers. Callus is not prepared for Strand. Use it to overcome their suppression field.
Scanning the area for Strand now. The landing zone's cleared. What were these, Terran toys you mentioned?
Hey.
Looks like fun.
You stole those schematics from my files, didn't you?
Information wants to be free.
This way's a dead end.
No path forward. And we'll have to make our own.
Works for me. I like how I had a tank. I could have shot a hole in the wall, but instead he just flew through the wall. Erakala complex.
If If the radio mast links with the Veil, it's all over. You and Rohan are our only hope.
I was about to say I hope Rohan doesn't die, but I'm guessing hazarding a guess that he is. Because he's only got like a couple of months left to live anyway, so he's probably going to sacrifice himself to do some shit if I were to hazard a guess. Whoa.
The radio mast! It's activating! I'll buy you some time, Lightbearer.
Be careful, Rohan. Even you can only deter it for so long. There must be a way to destroy it.
Guardian, as long as I can hold the line, the radio mast can't create the link. Find a way to destroy it. Hurry!
Radio mast cannot be destroyed with conventional weapons. But like before, perhaps they didn't account for Strand.
I need my dodge.
We need strands to overcome the force field.
Give me some time to expose this weak point. When I give you the signal, use your strand! Now's the time! Lightbearer! Destroy it now!
We can't.
Then I have no choice. Nimbus, see you on the other side.
Rohan, what are you doing? Rohan!
Holy shit.
He chose a Cloud Strider's end. Hey, Guardian, can you please pick up his core? I'll need it.
Okay, Nimbus.
Just blew himself up.
My witness, there have been complications. Our hold over the Veil has been temporarily loosened.
You fear loss, Emperor. Your fear brings you pain. We know pain. Our purpose is its end. You have no purpose. Because you fear to seek one. That fear is your failure.
My failure? My failure? I have fed this force with vicious subjugation, battered down the gates of our enemies, and seized our glittering prize. Why? Because I wanted it. You hold the universe in your grasp, and all you can think of to do with it is...
That was anger.
The Veil. We will create the link. Infinite apologies. The Veil is yours. It will be done.
That's the first time I've seen the Witness show any form of emotion. And it wasn't even really anger, it was just frustration. You can't be bothered dealing with Callus. Fuck Callus. Holy shit.
Thanks for the drive. When we take on this job, get the Augs and everything, the clock starts ticking. 10 years may not seem like a lot, especially to you, but it's well spent. It's worth it. I can't think of a single Strider that went before their expiration date. We've got way bigger problems right now. We need to get Neomuna's defenses working again. I've got reports of Shadow Legion attempting to get up close and personal with the VexNet. I have absolutely no idea why, apart from the breathtaking views this time of axial tilt. But we're not waiting around to find out. That sounds like a good plan, right? It's what he would have... No, that doesn't matter. You and I are gonna see this through. Ready when you are.
His demeanor changed a bit there, almost immediately. Death is part of the Cloud Strider's lot. Nimbus knows this, but that doesn't make Rohan's early exit any easier to accept. Still, he made every moment count. By destroying the radial mast, Rohan wrecked the Witness's plan for creating a link with the Veil. But that doesn't mean the war is over. Callus is sure to retaliate, and it looks like his sights are set on the Cloud Arc. There's no time to mourn now. The best way to honor Rohan is to get Neomuna's defense systems up and running again. You might check in with Osiris and Kaido in the Hall of Heroes before jumping it back into the fray. Complete strike Hypernet Current. Neomuna.
With Neomuna Civil News, this is Jisoo Colorado reporting. It is with a heavy heart I must report the passing of our senior Cloud Strider, Rohan, who perished while defending our city from Shadow Legion forces. Rohan is succeeded by the protege, Nimbus. The Council has scheduled a vigil soon to pay homage to this great hero. Good night, Neomuna, and good luck.
Seeing Nimbus right now reminds me how difficult it was to move on after my losses. My pain was always secondary. I felt that pain deeply when I lost Saint. But I channeled it into bringing him back to me. I couldn't bring Sagira back. But our pain is a reminder. We are still breathing, still fighting.
There was a line by Rohan that said to him earlier.
The Neomuni are a tenacious people. Rohan met his end with honor. He'd be given funeral rites of the highest distinction had he been Cabal. The war is not over. Callus has failed in the eyes of his master. And knowing him, he's about to unleash his barbarity like a cornered war beast.
Interesting. Well, Kaido would know him best. What is this?
Void is the element of cosmic distortion. It is the pool of gravity and the promise of entropy. The vacuum of space and the gravitational forces that shape it teach us that emptiness is not nothingness. In Ikora's words, to wield Void is to draw strength from both the immeasurably small and the unfathomably massive. With it, we bend the very fabric of space-time.
Interesting.
Arc is the element of motion and conduction, and is created when the electromagnetic forces of our universe struggle to achieve balance. According to Ikora, Arc teaches us that change is a fundamental aspect of the universe. To wield it is to ride the storm of the unguessable. Stasis is the element of will and control. It slows, detains, and shatters. It was our first step into darkness, and taught us the universe is not as black and white as it first seemed. Elsie Bray and Eris Morn have slightly different interpretations of how one masters this element. Fitting, as stasis thrives on individual will, but merging their thoughts gives me this. Control over the self can foster control over others, but without power over the self, destruction runs wild. When we wield stasis, we must exercise the ultimate authority over both self and others.
Interesting.
Solar requires us to both exploit and rely on the power of our sun. But to master it is to understand the star's duality. The nuclear force that scorches anything foolish enough to draw near is the same force we harness to heal. It feeds the flora of our galaxy, just as it begets drought and famine. Destruction and recreation are a necessary cycle. Strand is our newest foray into darkness. As I understand it now, it is the elemental manifestation of psychic connection. All minds are connected in a web of consciousness, which we can now see and feel. To wield Strand is to pull on the hidden connecting threads and to use them to create, manipulate, and unravel. I had assumed this element would behave similar to our other darkness ability. But unlike stasis, mastering Strand seems to require one to relinquish control, to embrace the connecting threads and perhaps flow with them. I look forward to experimenting more with this new element.
That was really cool. I like that a lot. Is there anything else I can do in here? Alright everybody, and that is it. Once again, batch recorded, so we're going to do a post-recorded outro. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And I hope to see you next time. Bye guys.